The way to shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I on the block, my son.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon, 30. And all the way down to the 24. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. First carry for Wendell Smallwood. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So the D-line's going to spread out. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And it's up and good. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Fights loose. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go now. No, Jack, Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And an alley to run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. Whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Space to run past the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Smallwood. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And an update from down in the Steel City. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at... the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to air one out, and that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Taken in at the 11. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They begin with a run by Yeldon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Leopard. Here we go, Marty.
Now a handoff looking right. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go now. Detroit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Good.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
Adams the man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. A nice little juke. Room here to run. T.J. Yeldon, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Anderson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down carry now for Yeldon. And some room to maneuver. T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.J. Yeldon, 78 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard!
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
All right, here we go. Over!
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit 99 Philly. Here we go.
A handoff running left is Yeldon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds. So the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Rams have now taken the lead late in that ball game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Here's a give to Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. T.J. Yeldon finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that takes us from second to third down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.